good, Jake?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, you're gonna need to turn off your camera in Google Meet so you can use it on stream. Unless you're not, if you're not streaming, then no big.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I'm about to. I'm getting that set up right now.
I gotcha. Yeah, go ahead and turn off your camera there because it'll be taken up when you go.
Do. All my nights, I'm chasing rats, chasing the rats. Are you scromming over there?
Get warmed up, man. Those are my vocal exercises. You know? All right, let me know when you're ready. Well, let's actually set up streaming together once you're ready.
Let's see, what are we gonna title this?
I have one small story for us to get warmed up with before we jump in that we can clip farm. I'm just gonna basically give you, like, tell you the story and then see your reaction to it. I've got a new thing that I'm doing with my mic this time, and I'm really excited about it because I get to wave my mic around like I'm like talking onto it like a rock star.
You got a new thing with your microphone?
Yeah, because like the stand won't work on this desk the way I have it set up, and so I said like fuck it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put it on a stand, and that way I can actually grab it with my hand and like use it as like a microphone. And I really like it a lot. And I can't wait to do it for the first time. Yeah, it's a little starting soon screen.
Yeah, I'm live.
You're loaded?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to leave flash and put the streaming together and then we'll hop in. There you are. invite, Gonzo. Send the invite, Gonzo. I've sent the invite. Nelly is also here with me. You'll hear her in the background.
Nice. Hey, Nelly.
Can you hear? Yeah.
I should be doing it today.
No, I want to actually turn you up.
Turn me up.
Yeah, turn you up, bro. I know this is the cover, the start. This music won't be here when we're during the thing. But I still want you to hear over the special. I don't want to get too much feedback from the mic here. Doesn't look like it's too much. Okay. I'm gonna play the intro and then go into it, okay? You ready? Jake?
Yeah.
All right.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear him?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. All right, play my intro. You can pet the dog. Oh my god, I took them both.
Hype train to level 3.
Wish you weren't so fucking awkward, bud.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the very first stream in my new office, in the new space. And also, happy Pokemon Day.
Happy 30th Pokemon Day.
Happy 30th Pokemon Day.
Big one.
30 years old.
Yeah, we've got a big one today. We've got a lot of potential announcements that we could hear from Pokemon. And we're also joined today by two of my favorite people in the world. Of course, we've got Littlest Nelly here, Whoa Nelly on YouTube.
Hello, Nelly.
And all the way from the East Coast, we've got my boy Gonzo. How are you doing, Gonzo?
Hola. I'm
So,
doing great. I got a cup of coffee next to me, so
Right.
we're gonna make it through this Pokemon stream.
Here we go. We got ours too. I got mine that I did not steal from Waffle House just for the nostalgia purposes.
That would be crazy.
That would be weird. Why would you ever steal from corporations, Jake?
They're the only thing I steal from.
They steal from us.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly. We know that
Sure,
one.
it's
Wage theft is the
facts.
number one form of theft in the world. So, anyways, we're not here to talk about the wage theft today, though.
Not even.
Today we're here to talk about Pokemon. And Jake, I brought you along today because over the years we've kind of duked it out on the Pokemon front a couple of times back in the Sword and Shield days, right? And I was arguing about quality standards and things like that. And I used to say that you're not a real Pokemon fan. But over the years, Jake, I feel like I've been proven wrong on this, right? I mean, you literally have a Gengar tattoo, right? You like Pokemon, right? But I think you represent a good number of fans out there that like Pokemon, but they don't love Pokemon so much that they're going to play a bad game and call it good, right? Is that
I'd say
is that
I'm
a fair representation? To let you speak to that.
I would say I'm above your average Pokemon fan. Like I've like you said, I've got Gengar tattooed on me. I'm wearing one of my mini Pokemon shirts right now. I've played essentially every major Pokemon game that's ever released, right?
Right.
But so it's one of those where I think I'm above a casual fan, but I'm also a gamer more than just a Pokemon fan, right?
Right.
And so the actual game needs to be good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's been an issue for Pokemon in these past couple of years. Man, if I just move my leg, is that going to start shaking the camera?
Yeah.
That's a problem. That's a problem. I shake my leg a lot.
Welcome.
Yeah, I can do it like this though, right? Yeah, if it doesn't like really shake the chair. Okay, cool. All right, so well, Jake, the problem with Pokemon is like the things that we never steal from, they are also a corporation. Um, and
They are.
y-
Well, a very big one.
a very very big one. In fact, you know, but you know, Jake, Nintendo. I mean, corporations are people, right? Hillary Clinton told us that.
It's a law, actually.
They're very important people, Jake. I don't know if you know this. They're very hardworking members of society who definitely contribute back the value that they put into society and definitely pass forth that value onto their labor, as per laissez-faire capitalism says. Right? We all here know this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
And so in order to celebrate such a great event like the big heroes that Pokemon are, you know, Pokemon has been kind of like you know, looking towards the little guys, right, and trying to like really help out the Pokemon community. I don't know if you heard about this. Jake? Did you hear about the recent robbery at a Pokemon shop in at the Poke Trainer Court in New York?
No, somebody like who the shop got robbed?
Yeah, the shop got robbed. Here, I'm gonna share the story with you so you can see what we're talking about here. But we probably won't need to do this for the entire broadcast. But yeah, so here's the story for you, bud. So this is the trainer court right here, okay? And you know, recently what happened was they got robbed. The whole place was cleaned out, and it was a really really bad scenario. And you know, Nintendo heard about this story, Jake, and you know, like a good corporation, they came out and they said, you know what? We are going to go help that little guy out there. We're going to go help those people
would
out here
not
who
stand
help
for
make us money. They would not stand for something like this happening. And you know what they did, Jake?
What's that?
They went out and sued them for copyright infringement on their logo. Because you know what they got to do at the end of the day, Jake? The most important thing in this world is your trademark, right? The mark of your trade. You know, if that gets compromised, Jake, then how can you trade?
Yeah. Well, how would you help the little guys? if
How
you
can
weren't
you?
big guys?
Yeah.
How could you trade without the trademark?
How could you trade without the trademark? And
It's a
obviously,
trading card game.
like we know that trade is like more important than people's lives, right? And the value that they're provided from their labor, right, Jake?
I mean, of course, it's capitalism.
Right. What do you think about this, man? I mean, this is like literally what happened was this so basically people have run the world. So yeah, I mean, the story is almost exactly as I told you, right? What happened was this court got like cleaned out, and then like there's a lot of people that were like really love this place, and they said, "Hey, can you guys help this out?" And the social media presence that were there from it caught Nintendo's attention. And the first thing that they do is they sued them over a trademark infringement. I'll show you what their actual logo. So this is their new logo.
Trainer court. Yeah.
And their old logo, I think it's on the actual. It was on the post that I reposted here. So this is their old logo right here, right?
Yeah.
You can see the
Okay.
Pokeball in the middle, right? But I mean, to me, oh, I'm not on the right page for everyone else to see what we're talking about here. Pokecourt right here. This was their old logo. For those joining us, and this is their new logo as of it. But this is, coming to us from Dextero with the giant fucking 3/4 banner ad here at the bottom, so you can read
gorgeous.
the 2 fucking lines before
Yeah.
going to scrolling again. Jesus Christ, man.
What a
Like,
cancer.
Fuck dead internet theory. We just need less fucking banner ads that are so invasive on the internet. That's what the campaign we need to start.
Advertising is in a bad spot. We don't have enough time for me to dive into that. But
Yeah. But dive into this one with me, man. I wanted to show you the story. I
Yeah,
wanted to
do you
take
know what
this
this
right on the
reminds me
corner
of, Dodd?
this. What?
this reminds me slightly of when me and you were at the University of Alabama, Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
There was a big court case, or not a big court case, but do you remember the little old lady who made Alabama cookies? And she got a lot of community support. People loved her cookies. And then when the university heard about it, instead of embracing this woman, they sued her.
Yeah.
They sued her for copyright infringement, this little old lady from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And they were going to take her to court. And then obviously the internet heard about it, and like they got a lot of negative pushback. And then the university ended up selling her the rights to use the trademark for $1. They said they needed it to be legal. And so they sold her the rights
They're
to use
so
it for
pathetic,
$1.
though. They're like,
But
okay,
that's
fine.
so
All of
ridiculous.
this trouble that we gave you, if you just give us $1,
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
just so that we can have like basically dick swinging rights, you know?
Yeah. No, to say that we legally let you do it, that you didn't
Yeah.
just do it on your own accord, right? And so it vaguely reminds me of that. And I've seen this happen. This has been a problem with Nintendo for years, man. I mean, you
Yeah.
know it as a competitive Pokemon player, but then I know it from friends of mine who were competitive in the Smash world.
Yep.
You know, there's a lot of unsanctioned Smash communities out there.
The entire Smash community at this point is unsanctioned.
Is unsanctioned, yeah. And so, like,
no, not morally. They
know,
don't.
literally,
Nintendo does not
also
have
morally.
Smash tournaments anymore. They like
no.
It's crazy that like
They messed it
with
up
how
so bad.
much Smash Ultimate is out there that they don't have Smash tournaments. It really it is really legitimately wild.
No, and they will literally shut down,
Yeah.
you know, brands and other things that try to pop up that, you know, try to like foster that community. And it's crazy work. It's crazy to me. Like, I don't understand. Nintendo for a long time has had a problem with embracing fandom, in my opinion, for the fact that they want to be the people who run the show, you know, and I get that. It's a big brand. They don't want people sullying the brand up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like at the same time, things like this are ridiculous. Hopefully the internet does its thing and, you know, shames them into oblivion. But then we're talking about a multi-billion-dollar company here. They, you know,
I mean, but no, these things don't go. These things go very much unnoticed, right?
Yeah.
It's like one of those things where people kind of roll their eyes at it, and they don't realize that like on a ground level, Pokemon does not give a fuck about you. Pokemon does not care about you. I say this because I know that's the first thing that we're going to see out the gate coming into the Pokemon Presents is a big speech from Pokemon about how they want to unite the world and everything else like that. Here, actually, Nelly, let's get you on this. What do you think about all this and going into the Pokemon Presents?
I think it's a crazy thing to have like engaged in the community in a negative way, but also as someone who's worked in IP before, I know that the biggest way to lose your IP is to not protect it. For example, if Sony were to come over and say, "Hey, I'm going to infringe on Pokemon's copyright and that's just my right to do it." If Pokemon were to come and say like, "Hey, that's actually really bad and I'm going to sue you for it," Sony could come out and say, "Well, you are applying this unfairly and you're applying it inconsistently." And I can prove that because of what's happening at Trainer Court. Like, the laws don't protect little guys. They're meant to do that so that big corporations can't sue other big corporations just because they want to. And that is crazy. But like what Alabama did with the $1 sale protects them legally, right?
Yeah.
So then, you know, the University of Auburn University. See, I hate
that's
them
the bad
so
guy.
much.
Yeah.
Like
the bad
you
guys.
do. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hate them so much. I'm not even sure where the university goes in their name. That's how Roll Tide I am in support of you. But like if they were to come through and be like, "Well, we're gonna sell cookies with the Alabama logo on it, with like I don't know, like dead elephants." What's like a really bad thing? Is it like a dead elephant?
I mean, that'd probably be
Yeah.
pretty bad.
That'd be pretty bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause-
Yeah.
I mean,
That
Alabama
sounds like
likes to punch
something
crow-
Auburn would do too.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, yeah. So if they were to do
Actually,
that,
we're the assholes in that relationship. We are.
I know.
We are the bad
I-
ones.
I've
Shut
heard
up.
stories
I don't
about
want to get into that.
the hate rolls in one direction, kind of. But if they were to do that, they could if little old grandma lady was. So selling it for $1 is like a way to tie into big capitalism. But
What the
also
fuck
run
is the
your face in
Israel
it.
flag in the fucking Pokemon chat for?
Everywhere.
It's
Let's check that.
there's a lot of like political conversations going on in this warm up chat here.
Sorry, literally it's so funny. I was listening to Nelly, and at the same time, I look over and I go, "What the fuck is up with all the Israel
What is
flags?"
what is going on in chat?
It's like both Trump 2026 and Dump Trump, like just.
What is going on?
It's the dichotomy of the internet, man.
Keep
these
politics
days.
out of gaming. Look at this chat right now,
It's
right?
like the checkerboard
There's no
flag,
way
though.
to keep politics out of gaming when you look at this chat. This is insane.
No, I'm saying that's the current state of the internet. Is you'll have one comment that's like, "Man, fuck Donald Trump," and then the next one's like, "I love the way his boots taste."
He's my god.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start talking a little bit about predictions. Okay, the most expected thing we're gonna get here is Gen 10. They have been just teasing us for a while now with Gen 10. They talked about it a little bit at the sorry, at the Pokemon Championship. early last year. They were talking about,
Mhm.
when I think of Gen 10, I want people to think about embracing the new and the old at the same time, which I think is their coded way of saying, like, stop telling us to make nostalgia bait games again, like Logan Paul has been asking.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't think that that's really what everybody wants. Jake, I know you're such a good friend, and you totally got the chance to watch my video, right? Did you get a chance to see?
I was actually just about to say that I didn't even know Logan had tweeted what he tweeted until I was
you
watching your
did.
video.
You did actually watch the video. That makes me feel really nice. I feel bad because I thought you definitely wouldn't have time, but you did.
Wow.
No, I mean I watched it. Yeah,
Aw.
in preparation for this, and then also just to be a supporter of the content. But
Thank you.
gave it a like. I meant to go comment, but I like to think of funny comments, and I hadn't
Ah,
thought of one yet.
that's fine.
You gotta
But
touch on that one.
but yeah, no, that was actually the first. I don't have X. I deleted that a long time ago. And so when it became X, it was a principal thing. Not even because I hate Elon Musk with a passion. It's mainly because, dude, fuck X. What the fuck? It's
Yeah.
called
Kinda
Twitter.
random.
Anyway, like,
Trying to figure out what it
so I
is.
didn't even know that until I was watching your video, and then I was like, okay, like it's nice. I don't fully agree with what he was saying, right? I also don't necessarily want this nostalgia bait game, but it was still nice to see somebody, I guess, of that loudness caliber speaking up about Pokemon needing to change for the fans, right? Like he's got a big following. He's got a big community.
Yeah.
He owns the most expensive Pokemon card in the world, right? And so I do think a guy like Logan Paul actually does have a little clout within the Pokemon community, if I'm being, completely honest. And
I
so
mean, anybody has clout that comes into the Pokemon community with as much as they have. I'd lost my where is the sub thing that just came in? Thank you so much, Oleg, for coming in. That is my good friend Olivia, fellow VGC player. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming here. Thank you so much for the Prime sub, I believe is what that was. Was that what that was? Yes, it was a Prime sub. Instead of sending $20 in a game I can play on my phone, I'll spend $0 on my buddy gift for a Prime sub. Disregard the fact that I have to give Amazon money. No, thank you so much. Look, I'm really like, I think that the anti-capitalist way to approach Pokemon right now is playing through ROM hacks and stuff like that. I mean, I think of the fact that this port that they have over here of Red and so one of the things that they announced, Jake, to catch you up again, is like one of the things leading up to this is they're like, hey, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna give you the first games again on the Switch console. And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. It was a direct port. Like when I talk about the laziest kind of work to do it, it was this is the same fucking game, Jake.
Yeah.
This doesn't
Yeah,
even have EXP share, right? These little kids
just
that have come
copied
up and
and
grown
pasted.
up on the Switch console of system of Pokemon are gonna get a hard day's lesson when they choose the cool awesome fire type at the beginning, and then they go up against the hardest gym leader in all of Pokemon, which is the first one, Brock, when you have Charmander.
Yeah.
That's the hardest gym leader in all of Pokemon.
I was a squirrel
Oh,
girly, so
it's insane. I mean, I remember as a child being like, this is impossible at
Yeah.
certain times, especially like you said, if you go with Charizard, that's, and every kid in the 90s loved Charizard. So
Do you think the kids today know that you have to put your little Pokemon that you caught later in the game out in front of your party and then immediately pull him back in order to get the experience on them?
They
Do you
know
think
nothing of
know?
the swap method. They
No, the
Swap
swap
know
method
nothing.
is lost,
Crazy.
man.
Yeah.
And the fact that they just copied and paste this over is going to be, it's going to be interesting to see how people respond, especially anybody who kind of got into Pokemon later. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And-
Like if you got into it earlier, things like being able to sprint, being able to share XP, like just simple things like not needing, not having to grind out to get a bike late in game.
Oh my God,
Like
getting a
things
bike?
like that are going to be a little surprising, I think, to some of the newer fans.
no,
You have to learn to run.
I mean,
You
I
have
think
to
the
learn
part
to run,
me that-
yeah,
that's-
as an adult, or no, not as an adult. I'm sorry, you're technically a child, I guess,
but
but
like
of running age.
of running age, yes, of running age.
I think it's time for you to run in public now.
I think
Yeah.
that the biggest thing for me is just lazy, right? One of the things that we're gonna hear in the presents is that
Mm.
they are talking about doing a revamped version of the original games again, which is like,
Yeah.
god damn, that's the 5th fucking time we visited Kanto. Like, I'm done with it. And we have Pokopia also supposedly taking place in Kanto.
I don't
Kanto.
want to hear. Look, I know that we're critiquing
The battle
capitalism.
pass. Oh, sorry, Nelly.
I was gonna say, I know that we're critiquing capitalism. I will not take any shade on Pokopia. That game is going to give me purpose back in my life. It's going to be,
Yeah.
everything that's wrong with me is going to be solved by participating in Pokopia capitalism.
I bought
Yeah.
a capture card to play that game on stream.
Yeah, there you go.
I
But
want it so bad.
just
I'm-
an
my
update on
copy is
chat.
ready.
We've devolved into 6-7 now.
Okay.
So we went from
Oh
Israel
yeah, I
Palestine
do see a lot
to
of
6-7.
6-7. So yeah, we moved on from Israel to 6-7, which I think that is the classic evolution,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Speaking of Pokemon, I think that's
Yeah.
the classic evolution of chats these days, right?
Imagine-
We should have made.
Imagine we're
We
gonna get a
start with
countdown
Trump
here in a
sucks,
second.
Trump's awesome, free Palestine, Israel's great. Then we just devolve into 6-7, 6-7, 6-7.
You know
Yeah.
what? Skip Bloom love in the chat though. That surprises me.
Pokemon champions, please. Yeah, we're getting
Okay,
a lot
so
of like,
okay, so here's my shadow predictions here. Pokemon Champions is shadow dropped today. We get Gen 10. We get updates on everything we expect to get updates on. But I will say, yeah, my Copium prediction is a shadow drop of Champions, and Gen 10 reveal. I'll say to stretch it, we get starters for Gen 10.
Yeah.
More than just a Gen 10 reveal, we get to see what the starters look like.
I think we get the starters, too.
Any last minute predictions for anybody else?
No, I think you hit most of the ones that I had made notes on. I definitely think we're getting Gen 10. I don't know about Pokemon Champions. I think that's going to be a little bit of a hopium right
Yeah.
there, drop in the day. But I definitely think we get a glimpse of Gen 10 and the starters. I think that's now that might be towards the end of this thing, but
Yeah.
I think that's what we get.
Okay.
I also think we get Pokemon Go some news.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
For sure.
think with the new park opening in Kanto,
Oh.
they're getting more into, hey, can we get people back out and play in our game again? And so
Mhm.
because it's crazy how Pokemon Go has fallen off in the States.
Yeah.
It's still huge in Japan, but here I can almost never get anybody to fight raids with me.
Any last 30-second second predictions?
TCG Pocket obviously will have a big home.
Yeah.
My secret hope is that in the terms of nostalgia bait, we actually don't get the full starters and instead we get the silhouettes so that we can have everyone on the internet try to fill in the silhouette and make stupid starters.
Name that Pokemon.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's see what we got.
Am I going to be able to hear it from yours, or do I need to play it?
Oh,
too?
you should play it on your side. Actually, let's drop this and then play it on your side. Do you mean to send you the link?
No, I'm on it right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that then. Hey, Pod.
Well, this is the IGN party. I don't want the IGN party. Where is the... Why the fuck is it all people just watching it? Where's the actual Pokemon one?
Here, I'll send you the link.
Oh, okay, I found it.
Nice.
Hello everyone, I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, February 27, is Pokemon Day.
Hey.
This is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series. In those first two titles, 151 Pokemon made their appearance. Now, a total of 1,025
Too many.
Pokemon have been discovered. And these diverse Pokemon have been part of the stories trainers worldwide have been able to experience. This year marks the Pokemon series' 30th, a milestone reached because of your support. Thank you, each and every one of you. We hope you will all enjoy seeing how Pokemon continues to
But don't
evolve.
use our trademark.
Yeah.
In today's broadcast, we'll share all the latest news about Pokemon. Please enjoy the presentation.
You're just the dog cam, by the way.
What time is it in Japan? Do you have all the dogs?
No, they're all with Nelly, so it makes
That's dude. That's my life.
sense.
Spelt. Do you have all the dogs? Yes.
They just turn it
Oh,
off.
that's small. Was it always that small? No.
What is this?
What the fuck is this?
Are they just getting us scenes from it? Are these just little pixel cards? 45 songs, 45. This is a.
Are they making hit clips?
Game music collect? Is this a?
This is Game Boy hit clips.
I'm
Shut
Junichi
up.
Masuda, and I
Is
handle
that a
the
Game
music
Boy
and
hit
sound
clip?
effects
There's
for the Pokemon
Masuda,
Red
the
version
reign of
and Pokemon Blue
Masuda.
version video games. You can now play all 45 songs from the games on the small player inspired by the
Oh
Game Boy
my
system.
god.
Hit clips.
We took particular care to make the audio sound just like Game Boy.
They hit
so
us
I
with
hope
the
you
hit
enjoy
clips
listening
first.
while swapping out cartridges.
Nostalgia bait.
Dude, that is wild.
To kick things off, hit them with the hit clips, guys.
I'm so sorry. I love it. I'm so sorry.
Well, yeah, I'm
Hello,
sorry you
Pokemon
love that too.
trainers, And happy Pokemon Day. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon.
Oh my God, Chris
Company
Brown?
International,
Wow.
And I'm
good
thrilled to share
names.
news about the 2026
What an unfortunate name,
Pokemon
sir.
World
Yeah.
Championships.
I
which
don't
will be
wanna
taking
know who-
place alongside our
I don't want to know who he's super effective
Pokemon
against.
He's not allowed in the UK.
The 2026 Pokemon World Championships will once again welcome nearly 3,000 competitors from
Okay,
all over
Wolfie
the
Glick
world.
didn't even want to talk about his experience there.
Competitors
Hold
in the
on,
video
hold
game
off
championships
on
will battle for
how
the
much you
first
want to brag
time
about
in
this experience.
Pokemon
Although the
Championships. While
battle
fellow
was very
competitors
cool.
will battle in the Pokemon
They
trading
did talk
card
about
games,
champions being
Pokemon Go,
the official
and
regulation
Pokemon
for next
Unite.
year, which is why I think we could
Each
hear
of
it.
the final matches of these
why we
games will
needed
be
drops.
held
Why
at
we
the
needed,
Chase Center,
yeah, why we really
an
do need to
arena
drop soon.
that's
I love
3
how
times
the
size
chat's
as
popping
last
off about
year's
Chris Brown
finals.
right now too.
Yeah.
Years ago, we started on a mission to create the most exciting Pokemon event for our competitors and their families. As the World Championships evolved, we saw an opportunity to expand even further and deliver
Graveyard's
a
already locked and
one-of-a-kind
loaded with
experience
Fire Red. You
where
didn't play the
trainers
first
around
one,
the
so I think
world
that
can
makes a
come
little more
together
sense
in
for you.
celebrating their fan base.
But I
As
mean,
we
like,
celebrate 30 years of Pokemon,
it's
we
not going to be
invite
as easy
all
as the ones you're
the
used
You
to.
know,
Pokemon
I
experts.
wasn't
Fans
I
of
didn't
all
get
ages
red,
can
green, or
expect
blue
fun
until later in
activities,
life.
including
I was a
interactive
yellow kid.
exhibits,
I
Ah.
also
pin
get
trading,
yellow.
cosplay
I got
showcases,
blue later though.
unique panels,
Spoiled.
hands-on
Yeah.
workshops, exciting partner collaborations, and of course, visiting the Pokemon Center pop-up store. To
And of
celebrate
course,
this new experience,
consumerism.
today, we're giving you a
Consume,
fresh
consume.
look
Even
at
if you
a
lose,
truly special piece
consume.
of art
As,
illustrating
as somebody who's
Pokemon
been to
XD
Pokemon
alongside the
stores,
highly
they
anticipated
are
World Championships.
interesting.
I've been to these
Uh,
Pokemon pop-up stores, man, at the tournaments, and it's just like
Whether
it
you're
is
joining
it
us
is the
in person in San
most like
Francisco
it's
or
like
from
f-
home on our live stream,
competitive Black
we can't
Friday.
wait to see you
Like
Yeah.
you don't
Thank
here's
you,
your turn to
Pokemon
Black
trainers.
Friday with everybody. You know, like it's not it's not fun. It takes all the joy out of it to me.
My boy Trevor is his favorite is Mr. Mime, and I could not find a single Mr. Mime thing in Japan, like at the Pokemon centers. It's kind of crazy.
There's a reason for that. I'm gonna give you a story about that afterwards. But there is a very specific reason why it's harder to find Mr. Mime in Japan than other places.
Yeah.
yeah,
it's part of a game.
Like,
Oh.
Not
went
even
to-
kidding. Not
went to
even kidding.
multiple
They think he's
Pokemon
part
centers.
of the Yakuza
ah,
because of his fingers.
well, that's probably why they looked at my tattooed American ass weird whenever I'm like, "Where's your Mr. Mime stuff?"
Yeah. They're like, he's my homie. I need some barriers put up, yo.
Gang, gang.
Oh, looks like we got some tag team cards coming back. Is that what's going on here?
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is for TCG.
Duo cards, okay. Yeah. Is this Pocket or is this
This is
TCG? Okay.
I think this is real life.
Yeah. This is
Yep.
real life.
This is IRL Pokemon.
25th.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened for the 25th anniversary economic?
All right. What do we got here? Is this is for Go? Yeah, it looks like Go. Those are Go sprites.
I think this is Go. Yeah.
I do like these white outlines on the sprites.
A huge range of Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go so far will return. And there's a 2-day Pokemon Go tour event starting tomorrow. We also have a promo code to share.
Oh shit. Let me take
Okay.
it. No, it went
Here's
away.
a promo code. Here's all the Pokemon we have back. Just please come back. Just please go outside again. Red, the protagonist of is coming to. Okay, you're coming to. you're
And
bringing-
Pikachu?
No, this is
Wait,
this is
so-
Master ZX, right? Master ZX. Pokemon
Wait.
Master Sex.
Are they gonna let you have Pikachu running around?
Let your curiosity shine.
Oh wow. Who are these people? Okay, so it looks like we have maybe some people from the anime or something. I guess these are some of the
Pokemon
official people from
Masters
Scarlet
EX.
Violet.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm a fan, but not big enough to know what that was about.
So, and here's Pokemon Cafe Remix. So we kind of expected this one to be here, but I'm gonna turn it down for just a second so I can tell you this little story. So Jake, you're a branding guy, right?
Oh yeah.
One of the game we just watched there was Pokemon Masters EX, and they had a little bit of a problem when they first dropped the game because they had the hashtags going around on Twitter, and you know, the name is Masters EX, right?
Okay.
But when you put all that in one word, Jake, what do you get?
Master Sex.
Pokemon Master Sex. So that is
That took me longer
always
than
how
I-
I think of that franchise and those games as Pokemon, Master Sex. Yeah,
I bet the Pokemon Company loved that.
Yeah, it's a really interesting one, but that's that's just a little note on the importance of branding and making sure you think about how your hashtags.
Why
are
do
gonna
they want
shake
my
out.
sleep data so much?
They want your
That's the
biodata
one.
so bad.
That's the
do.
one thing that I've been wondering about because I've got the Pokemon Go Ball Plus, the little like that lets you auto catch Pokemon and
To
stuff.
celebrate Pokemon
Look, they're
Pokemon
just
Go.
hey, look, they're just selling your
Moltres and
location data
Articuno will
and
be
global
joining the fray.
mapping data to the military, man. That's all that they're doing.
The
Yeah, but
magnificent power
the
of
sleep
three
data is the
legendary
one that
bird
I'm
Pokemon
interested
comes
about
together.
because they really
Soar
push Pokemon
stylishly
sleep.
into battle.
Like they even did a big
can
Pokemon
participate in the
sleep
event to
drop
unlock
when I
their
was in
Unite
Japan
licenses.
at the Pokemon Center
And
with
even
like
more
sleep
Pokemon are
mask and
scheduled
blankets
to
and
be
shit.
added.
Well, I mean,
Don't miss
you
what's
know,
coming.
They have
Ooh.
to sell stuff, but
It's just
weird because,
interesting. Like they're just. I feel like they're really pushing Pokemon Sleep and have been for a couple years now. Like they really want to know when I'm going to bed and waking up.
Well, I'm wondering what the future of it is, like with Niantic, how they were like, oh, thanks for mapping out the world for us. What biodata are they going to sell to the government? I got that card. I have that card too.
I have yet to download this game because I know like I financially don't want it on my phone.
It was great.
Yeah, Jake,
Yeah.
I'll teach you how to play the game, and you'll enjoy playing the game too because it's a lot smaller and easier to do. So it's pretty toxic if you have a Pokemon card addiction.
I want them to bring
No,
Rocket to the competitive
See,
world
I
so
know
bad.
exactly. I know what type of man I am, and I'm the type that would spend fucking like 100 plus a month on this game just pulling ripping packs. You know what I mean?
Hold on. We've got, here we go.
Uh-oh.
We've got some GameCube exclusives. Yes, Gale of Darkness. Gale of Darkness from the GameCube. This is a Pokemon game I have not gotten a chance to play, and it's coming to the Virtual Console. This is one to be excited about.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played that one either.
I also never played it.
Okay, this is a crazy game too because the makers of this game had no idea what Pokemon was. So everything in this game is very like other than the Pokemon models being there, it is much more cyberpunk. It is much more Dragon Ball Z. The storyline's
No.
darker. Obviously, the characters look much like half these characters like One Piece.
The whole world looks like a more Final Fantasy,
Yeah.
you know, kind of like adjacent than Pokemon. Is that a Luigi or not Luigi?
Yeah, Dark Lugia is actually a canon version of, or Shadow Lugia is like a canon version of Lugia that is unable to transfer into any other games because of it. You can only purify it first.
Hello,
Okay,
everyone. I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company.
we got old Taco. I'm not
I'd
gonna
like
try
to
that
give you
last
all
name,
some
but I've
additional
seen him before.
updates As we share the latest news on our games. First off, we have information regarding the Pokemon Fire Red version and Pokemon Leaf Green version
Okay.
We already know
coming
that.
to Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They do. They have a lot of
Pokemon Fire
Kanto in the
Red and
background. That
Pokemon
is
Leaf
usually
Green
an
games.
indicator for what's coming up.
Remakes of the Pokemon
The
Red and Pokemon
current
Green
Pokemon
games
Go events, Kanto as well.
were released on
Yeah.
Game Boy Advance in 2004.
I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Today,
It's the
these
30th,
games
right?
have been made available to play once more as download exclusive titles on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. We also plan to make these titles compatible with
Okay, they
Pokemon
are
Home
compatible with
in the future.
Pokemon Home.
Yay! Okay,
This
that's
way,
a
That's
good
something.
one, actually.
That's something.
Especially
Send
if
in
that's how
other
you get them
Pokemon
into
RPG
Champions.
series titles
Yeah.
on adventures with you. Or you can send Pokemon to visit Pokemon Champions. We
Yeah.
hope you look forward to it.
They said visit champions,
Mm-hmm.
not transfer into.
Next, we have some news about Pokemon Champions.
Oh, here we go. Let's see what we got.
This is what you.
Come on. Yeah, this is really what I'm excited for. Okay, that's me. And that's the 8-year-old that's about to kick my ass.
That 8-year-old's gonna
Yeah. Like she's pulling out her phone, just like, I got you. Look at you sweat coming at you. Not knowing your type charts at all. Oh, that's really cute, yeah. I know, I want to do this. I'm gonna have my 32nd-year-old birthday party, and it's all gonna be Pokemon Champions. Tinkaton is in the game. Of course, it's the Tinkaton thing. Every Pokemon's gonna be in the game. This is a. No, this is gonna take over my life. Come on. Shadow drop it. Give it to me today. Let me download it today. There's Megas, yeah. So the cool thing is all gimmicks are allowed. Which means that Gonzo's turned off from it.
My captions just said heat. Like, no one said heat, but the captions were just like, that was heat. Like,
Next up is news about the Mega
That's
Dimension
it? That's all
DLC
you're gonna
for the
give us?
Pokemon
What the
Legends
fuck?
That's
ZA
it.
game.
just
The
a little
newest title in
trailer.
the Pokemon
Not even a
series.
release date!
Please take a look at
Nothing.
this video.
Yep.
More DLC stuff for this? They better be give some. Okay, so we get some
Oh,
new
cool,
fits,
more
new
clothes.
outfits. But you better give me some good DLC, because like the DLC you gave us last time was dog shit and made me not want to play the game anymore. Yes, these are all already in the game. Also already in the game. Thank you. Okay, spoiling it for
I gotta
anyone who
finish
hasn't
this.
played it.
Yeah, I gotta finish that game.
Yeah, there you go, Jake. There's all the Mega Evolutions you'll find. Here's all the new ones. Here's all the new ones you'll find in the DLC, Jake. This way, there's no surprises for you. Yeah, they did. There's Darkrai, who ends up being the villain that you don't know until the very end. Okay. These are kind of fun. I did play some ZA Royale. I mean, they're fun, different games. Yeah.
Some of the Mega Evolutions are sick as fuck. I'll give them that.
Yeah, Jake, I think once you play with them, you'll actually enjoy them a lot. Like, I shout at them too. Okay, this is one thing that this Garchomp Z, this model was in the game, but there was no way to get it. So this seemed like this could have been a possibility too. This is a very likely possibility that we're going to get this revelation today. But cool having a floating Garchomp.
I like that. That's actually my boy Skylar's favorite Pokemon.
Garchomp is a really cool Pokemon and a cool designed Pokemon. I mean, now you have the Garchomp X and Y. Just like you have X and Y Raichu.
A DLC.
Yeah.
No release date. Oh,
no,
it
the
says
DLC's already
available-
out. DLC's
Oh, it's
already
now.
out. This is just,
Yeah.
I think, the thing that they're tossing out there.
This is just advertising for the DLC we already did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now there's like an
A
update
new
to it.
Mega Evolution of Garchomp
Has
Mega
been discovered.
Garchomp Z
Okay.
has been discovered.
Ah.
This mystery gift will become available for the Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC
Okay.
after this presentation.
Cool.
Oh,
then I'll
today.
get it.
After claiming this
Nice.
gift,
Chat, we already
you'll
knew
be
this.
able to detect a special
Yeah, we already knew that
hyperspace
this
distortion,
existed. So
where you
far,
can
have not beat the
encounter Mega
leak
Garchomp Z.
allegations.
You can obtain a Garchompite Z stone by winning a battle against Mega Garchomp Z in the special.
Should I play this
pocket
game on
hyperspace.
stream later?
Next up,
You
we
should
have
definitely
some
do
news
Battle
about Pokemon Pokopia.
I mean, ZA would be fun.
I've got it. I got it for Christmas, and I played literally like maybe 20, 30 minutes on the plane to
Yeah.
Japan.
Oh, hold on. What's this? What's this? This is like Minecraft. This is Minecraft.
This is Pokopia.
There's no way. This does
No,
look
it's
like
Pokopia.
Minecraft.
This could be Pokopia, but it looks like Minecraft right now.
Those bricks are Minecraft. That stone.
It's the Minecraft Pokemon skin Animal Crossing game.
There's a
Which I
Rotom.
think will cure
There's a
all my
Rotom that we're gonna
depression.
meet. That's gonna be a boombox. I guarantee you, because it's all about yeah. Rotom, Stereo Rotom. What is it? A new Rotom form?
Is that
Oh,
Kyrie's
it is
looking stereo
Poketopia or whatever the
Rotom?
fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
Did it get enticed by the music and hop inside?
Okay, well, obviously I have to find a way to skin that in our
It's really energetic and seems to go by DJ Rotom.
DJ Rotom?
What happens
DJ
if you put a
Rotom.
CD in the
Shut
game?
up. God, I do love capitalism, unfortunately. No, I love consumerism. Not
Yeah, what's
capitalism. I
the
love
what's the
It can
sound
help
from
liven
TikTok?
up the
Capitalism
town
really
with a
popped off
variety
today,
of
boys.
music.
Like,
Ditto and the others are grooving to the beat too. Let's listen to DJ Rotom's
Yeah, look at the Tangrowth. I
specially
think the
selected
Tangrowth's really
tracks,
fun.
while I
Oh, he's
introduce
a
you to
little
the
CD
world
on
of
his head,
Pokemon
that's why I can
Yeah.
message
Pokopia.
Well,
DJ Rotom.
the CDs are TMs too.
That's right.
Ditto first encounters Professor Tangrowth in a wasteland that was once a town.
And here's our Pokopia
It seems
spotlight.
like Ditto is working alongside other Pokemon to develop the town.
Those are you.
Wow, they're sure fired
Just
up.
get DJ Rotom. Let me not be greedy.
Of course, you can't give your all on an empty stomach.
oh no,
It
tummy
looks
ache.
like Riolu wants something to eat too.
Oh my God,
But
we can
how
bake
do you
bread.
cook?
Dude, this game. Oh my god.
This is gonna ruin my life, Jake. And by that,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean
gonna fuck
15.
me up.
Yeah. Everything
I know
that's
how I
ever
got
been
with
wrong
Animal
me is about to
Crossing.
be
I know how I
solved.
am with Stardew
Huh?
Valley.
Oh.
Like a cozy Pokemon
That's so
game.
wet.
Ugh.
Stop! Look at that. Oh
Look
my
at this fucking
God.
guy.
Oh my God. Squirt's gonna teach us how to. God damn it. I'm ruined.
Little Squavit cook.
He wears a pot as a
A
hat.
Greedent appeared.
Ooh,
It
and he's
sounds
got.
like
Look,
everyone
there's
calls
not
it
a
Chef
non-stick
Dente.
pan to be seen. This is a
Chef Dente
gourmet
can teach you how to cook all
Greedent.
sorts of
He knows what's
dishes.
up. No non-stick, no plastic, no silicone.
Each Pokemon has different.
He ain't
foods
playing
they
around.
prefer.
No. That is a cast iron stainless steel
I was gonna
batty.
say they only
Some
got cast
dishes
iron
will
and
even
Kanto.
power up
Like,
your moves
Yeah.
when you eat them. This will make it even easier to develop the town. Try bringing Pokemon you've befriended
I
on an
will say
outing.
your character as the Ditto human
In
is
multiplayer
very
mode,
uncanny
you can
valley
visit
for me.
any
Like
player's
it,
town.
I think it's really cool though. Like you know,
Play
it's
with
it's
the
it's
3 other
a.
people.
I mean, it's a
It
fun
looks like a
idea. 'cause
skinwalker
you're
running around,
human
like-
with Pokemon
Everyone's
powers, but you're
hiding.
technically a Pokemon.
Do you remember
There you are.
the Ditto reveal from Detective
There's someone
Pikachu,
here,
the
too.
hero guy, who
That
wears
was
his glasses
creepy.
off? Yeah.
Ditto being able to
But
transform into
where's
a
the last
human,
one?
like the implications of that, like
Whoa!
for
You can transform into
just like the
objects,
people living in the
too.
Pokemon world, is kind of scary.
That was a
Yeah.
fun game of hide and seek.
Yeah, you got to think of who's a Ditto.
Yeah,
I
like
hide and seek
my mom's been
doesn't
acting
count.
weird.
By
Could she
working
have been
together,
replaced
you
by a
can even
Ditto?
build
Like I
some
feel like
Yeah.
they're literally skinwalkers. Like it's
Oh my God.
oh goodness gracious.
Together, you can develop a town.
I'm gonna sink so much time into this fucking game, aren't I?
Or go on far-off adventures. New
That looks very
encounters
cute.
may
Yeah,
await
and you can
as well.
discover legendary Pokemon too. That's kind of cool.
Oh, and you can probably bring them
Every
back to
day,
live with
the
you
world
like
gets
villagers.
bigger and bigger.
Hat. He's a little construction
Developing a
hat.
Yeah,
town,
whenever you
one
transform into the
step at a
Pokemon,
time.
you get you have a little hat.
Pokemon Pokopia.
Now, this looks like a lot of fun, and you know there's
Available on
game
March
share for
5th.
this, Jake. So only one of
March
like,
5th.
if you and Jessica want to play together, only one of you has to have the game, and you can both play together through game share.
Oh, that's sick. Is it? I didn't even know it was multiplayer.
Yeah.
You can play up to 4 people at a time right now. That's what
We
the
may
hide
we
and
could
seek
we could
is
do some
doing.
Pokopia streams together, all of us. Like
Yes.
that could be fun.
Yes.
Oh, that would be cool.
We can play hide and seek.
Pokemon Pokopia releases next week on Thursday. March
Jessica
5th.
won't play games like that with
Hope
me
you enjoy
anymore.
working
She
with
said
Pokemon
Animal
to
Crossing
develop a
ruined it
town
for
from the ground up.
That's
My-
fine.
Hey.
my island. She said was just too much.
This
Today,
comes out
we
next
covered
week.
all
Okay,
of
so
the
wait.
information you see here.
Yeah,
Whoa, whoa,
March
okay.
5th.
We're just dropping all this stuff. A huge range of Pokemon.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah,
just-
that was-
it's like,
To
okay,
end
quick
our
recap.
presentation today with one final video for
one
you.
final video. Here we go.
This is it? Wow, this is short.
That's why they did that recap. They were like, here's everything we just
Yeah,
did.
we're only.
Do
I mean,
not
shit.
say
We
it.
went live
Okay,
before.
wait.
This is gonna be a tight 30-minute present.
This has got to be This has got to be
This has got to be a big one.
This has got to be Gen 10.
This is
Yeah, let's lock in chat.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what up, Rage? Welcome to the show.
This is not just
No, that looks like okay. I thought that was Johto. That's Hoenn. That's Sinnoh.
Okay, did we finally get the master map?
There's Lumios. Here we are at Gen 6.
Okay,
There's
we're
Gen
getting a
9.
review. Yeah, that was.
There's Gen. This is Gen 9. That was Gen 8. And what's this? Okay.
I do not know why my captions keep just saying heat.
Sick.
It says heat again. That's hilarious.
Okay. Okay.
Heat.
Hold on. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Is this gonna be
Okay.
some lame like Pokemon Vacation shit? I'm gonna be so mad.
Okay.
What the fuck
No,
was that?
There better be more to this than that.
Okay.
Okay. This looks like the test footage
This is
we
it.
saw.
Yep, that was
This
the
looks
water,
like
buddy.
the test footage we saw. Yep.
That was the water from the leak.
There's the water. The characters are exactly the same. Oh my gosh, the leaks were right. The leaks
Yep.
were 100% right.
The leaks were right.
The leaks are so right. Look at the water. The water looks really good though.
They did spend some time on the water. I'm assuming you're going to be able to go into it,
Okay.
given that the water looks good.
Yeah, I want to do dive again. That was really fun. Gen 3 gave us dive and going underwater.
Okay.
And they just took it away.
Yeah.
Swamps.
Wow, look at that.
Ooh, swamps. Oh.
Lava. Yeah, we're definitely getting the jungle theme that the leaks
Mhm.
predicted as well. The first Pokemon to be like a jungle.
Oh, look at our starters.
This is our starters. Yep.
Oh.
Oh,
look at him. Look at him.
Hi.
Look at the little. You got Brout. Okay, so we got
Grout?
Brout.
Pombon?
Pombon.
Oh.
Gekwa. Gekwa.
Whatever the
Okay.
fuck.
Okay,
Pom Bomb.
Yep. That's why they
Oh my
kept
God,
showing the
dive.
water.
Dive
We're
is
gonna
back,
be able to-
dude. The leaks were right.
Yep.
The leaks were so right.
The leaks were 100% heat.
Pokemon Wind and Waves.
Pokemon Winds.
Oh my god!
Pokemon
Do you think
Waves.
they thought about scrapping it?
Oh my
Wow.
god!
You know how they won't release new Eevee?
The
Global
leaks were
simultaneous
so
release.
right. The Wind and Waves bit
Yeah.
was someone else came up with that. They're like, I think this is kind of like this is what I think they'll go with, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they'll go with
It's like
Project
Air and
Gaia.
Sea. Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's
You know
why
how they
one of the
won't
starters
release
isn't
new
even
Eevee?
grass. I mean, I guess grass flying, maybe. The bird.
Grass flying, yeah.
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 But you know how
The
they
doggo is
won't-
mine. Is there nothing more? We get nothing?
I think-
We're
yeah.
just black screening?
Yeah.
The dog
They're
looked like
sit
normal
with it and
fire.
think
Oh
about
my
it.
god, that really?
Damn.
Okay, interesting follow-up there.
Interesting way they were just
okay,
like drop,
so-
mic drop.
These games
I'm gonna let this kind of play in the background while we chat a little bit about what we saw. I mean, the biggest revelation we got here was Gen 10. I think that was the big one. Really disappointed that all Champions got was an ad. Everything else got the regular updates that they normally get. This felt like a very
Free download.
yeah, I thought we would get something really special, and to be honest, like this is kind of like this is everything to be expected. Updates for the latest games.
To be fair though, like the reason it probably feels that way is because we got a bunch of leaks. Like had we not seen the leaks, imagine how huge Wind and Waves would feel.
Sure,
Yeah.
but I mean, we did know that we are gonna probably get a new generation. Like that was
Yeah.
pretty crazy. Jake, what about you as someone who's not an avid Pokemon fan, only just watching my video yesterday? Like,
Yeah.
How did you feel about the presents?
I mean, overall, I like. I mean, really, after watching your video and knowing more about the leaks and kind of like what was to be expected, it's a little underwhelming, if I'm being completely
Yeah.
honest. Like, but then again, like I think that's like Nelly was kind of alluding to. I think that's because of the leaks, right? Like, I think if I wouldn't have known more about the next gen, that would have been a cooler announcement. It was still nice to see. Definitely looks like they put a little bit more effort into the graphics on this, mainly because of that whole land and sea way
Yeah.
that they're
Yeah,
going with
I
this,
think
right?
so.
Like the fact that you'll be able to dive underwater and do some stuff there looks like they really wanted to try to up their at least
Yeah.
water mechanics, because that's been something that's obviously been lackluster for years. But yeah, no, I mean, overall, like, interesting 30th announcement. Like, I
Yeah.
would have probably went, I don't know. I think I thought we would have got a little more.
Mhm.
But then, we've gotten we got physical products with the new Game Boy little what was that called?
Hit clips. Yeah, that was a
Hit
weird. That
clips.
was weird to start off.
Yeah, to start off with the hit clips, we did get Pokemon Go info, which I predicted that we would get a Pokemon Go announcement. We got the Pokemon Champions like kind of teaser, but no release, and so that sucks. But yeah, no, Gen 10. I mean, it looked cool. I mean, unfortunately, we'll see like how kind of it looks closer to release, but I'll probably buy it.
Yeah, I think I mean it definitely looks a lot better visually than we've seen before. One of the things that we didn't get confirmed here that is in the leaks is that the procedurally generated parts of the map, right?
Yeah.
I think it's safe to assume that we're going to get the same features that we did in the other ones, right? We already saw players playing together in it. Actually, let's go to the trailer and we can kind of like watch it again. Because that was probably the most interesting trailer. Pokopia also had a pretty good trailer here too.
Yeah, that was I'm with Nelly on that game. Like I said, I know
that comes
how
out next week, by the way.
Yeah, I know how I did with Animal Crossing when it came out. I know how I am with Stardew Valley and other cozy games like that. And so the fact that it's just set in the Pokemon world, I am going to spend too much time trying to build that city.
Yeah.
They got me with that one. They for
This-
sure did.
This gives you something constructive to do and still interact with the Pokemon characters in a way that's like kind of charming and Detective Pikachu-esque, but still while
Yeah.
like collecting them too, right? Where it's not just like you're interacting with them like NPCs.
And
You
No,
know?
you still collect them and kind of catch them all in a way, right?
Yeah.
But then you also get to kind of build like a place for them to live, and like to me, that's just cute as fuck. Like it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna
Here's
enjoy the
4-player
fuck out of that.
multiplayer mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys broke the news to me that it was multiplayer. I didn't even know I could play with anybody else, which that might have been in the trailer, and I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
4-player thing, and you can literally play hide and seek. But apparently, your island is also cloud based. So if you have an island, other people can go to it even when you're not in it. Unlike Animal Crossing and trying to like coordinate people coming to your island.
Ah, yeah.
So that I think is like a big quality of life upgrade
Well-
from the other games like it.
Animal Crossing did kind of fix that with the dream thing,
Yeah.
because you could just send somebody your like dream code, but then like I don't know, that was still kind of
Yeah.
Not the same.
lackluster. Yeah.
Right. But I mean, like, the Minecraft elements to it, the collecting elements to it, right?
Yeah.
Being able to get Pokemon powers that you go through and still collecting Pokemon. I think it's a really unique mix. I'm super excited for it. Let's skip ahead a little bit to the Gen 10 trailer here and look at this one more time.
Yeah.
And kind of talk through it a little bit. I mean,
Do I
the
like Brout?
Brout's pretty cool. I do like Brout, but we've already had a grass owl.
Yeah.
So what are we doing with another grass owl? We've also already had a water lizard.
Yeah.
So Pombon seems like the newest one here. This is a Johto, right? This is the hardcore Johto. This is Hoenn, right? This is Sinnoh, and then the next would be Kalos, right? Kalos. No, no, Unova.
Yeah, Unova.
Kalos 6. Then you go to 7, Alola. And then this is 8, Galar, the goat.
I love Galar.
Galar is the greatest. And then we go to Paldea. And now
This is Wind and Wave.
Wind and Waves. We don't know the name of the region yet. I wish they'd give us some explanation for it afterwards. Actually, we can probably go to the we'll go to the Pokemon site after watching this commercial and see if they have any updates there, because sometimes they'll give us a little bit more information on the Pokemon site about it. This part is stupid. That part was I was
This
not.
part almost sent me. I was like,
Yeah.
wait a second.
What is this, right?
Well, what's the TV show that they have, the Concierge? I was like, is Gen 10 Concierge?
Oh, did you
That's
see
what
that,
I
Jake?
thought
That
it
was the
Which one?
Netflix one.
It's really cute, to be honest. Pokemon Concierge. It's about Pokemon who work at like a resort.
yes.
That's what I
yeah.
thought this was at first. I was like, are
The
we?
animation on that was adorable, but for me, it was just too. I don't know. It was a nap show. Like
Yeah.
it kept kind of making me sleepy.
Yeah, it's a cozy show for sure.
Yeah,
And so that was my only beef with it. The animation was gorgeous on that show, though.
Yeah.
yeah. So now, yeah, here's where Game Freak comes in. Water. Okay, so we all agree water looks gorgeous. Cool. Jake, you've been very critical of Pokemon's graphics. What do you think of these graphics? Seeing them here.
I mean, I definitely think they're improving. But then like for modern gaming, they're still behind. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, but then we've had that argument before of like, do Pokemon fans come to this game for graphics? And that's the whole thing. I don't think Pokemon
Do you think
fans
we've reached
do.
a healthy compromise, though? I mean, look at this shot right here.
Well, this is also not actual gameplay. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the other thing too. I don't necessarily know what the gameplay will look like. But then overall, like I think they're like graphically taking some steps into the right direction. I still feel like it's something they just don't put. And you kind of touched on it in your video with their budget, man. Like if this game costs 20 million to make, that's a good budget. But we're talking about $1 billion franchise. We're talking about like. One thing that I kept thinking during your video was, and then you didn't mention that, I was like, I don't know why he didn't mention this. Grand Theft Auto had $1 billion budget. Grand Theft Auto 5.
That's a great point.
The next had $1 billion budget. 1 billion, B. And then yet this franchise, which is literally the most highest grossing franchise in the world, right? Spent 20 million on its next big game. Like, and I think it shows in things like the graphics, right? Like, I think most of the money goes into the actual gameplay and the mechanics and things like that, which I have no beef with that. That's awesome.
Right.
But then throw another 20 mil into the graphics, brother. Put 40 mil into your big game. You know what I mean? Like, and so like, that's my only thing that like, I will say is kind of a knock on them. Is I didn't realize that leak wise, the last couple of Pokemon games have only had a $20 million budget. And like you said, a good game can be made on 20 million. Look at Claire Obscura, I think is the one that you mentioned in your video.
That's a
great game.
a turn-based game too. And so I'm gonna cut you off here for a second, because like that's the thing that I want to say. Like so for years I've argued with you, Jake, that Pokemon fans don't care about graphics, and I still think that that's true, right? Here's the argument that I think that should have been taken a long time ago. Is it doesn't mean that they don't have to, right? And or that they shouldn't, because because like think of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy for the longest time was a turn-based game that was known for its incredible cutscenes that are the cutting edge of graphical stuff. And so the idea is that like if our gameplay is a little less complicated, if our gameplay is a little less more slowed down, right? Then we should put the time and effort into making it look beautiful, right? And Pokemon has not taken that approach. Pokemon has taken, we're a simplistic game, and like we can use children's imagination to fill in the gaps. And I think that really works for, when you're in the 90s in Red and Blue and you saw a little shell inside a box and you're like, that's an Omnistar, cool, the world of imagination. And like there's an argument to be made. One of the things I didn't include in the video was the story of Mew and how Mew got out there, right? Pokemon wasn't a hit when it first came out in February of 1996, 30 years ago. It didn't sell for the first couple of months until it was believed to be either Masuda or Tajiri that came up with the idea of talking about the secret Pokemon that they included in there. Basically, what happened was once they had all of the hack checks out of the game, right, they had enough room for one more Pokemon. They didn't even have enough room to put a location data on the Pokemon, so the Pokemon would be in the game, but you'd never be able to find it anywhere, right? And that's how Mew ended up in the game, right? And so that was a rumor. That was a rumor that was started by the company themselves. And that's what became the virality of the game, was to basically define Mew. And what Tajiri did was, like, after the thing of it, he basically released like 50, gave people codes for 50 of them. So there are 50 real legitimate Mews out there, and they could only be obtained through trading from one of them. So they became super rare. So people, there would be enough truth to it that people would like maybe see one or hear of one or know of one existing, but they wouldn't be able to find it anywhere, and that created some virality to the game. So my point in saying all of that is like the leaving space for imagination has worked for Pokemon in the past. Yeah. Right? But now we're way at a different age, and I do think that this is a massive leap forward. You know, using you though, Jake, as kind of like the standard, right? If Pokemon can appeal to me pretty easily, but they have a harder sell with you, do you think Pokemon Pepsi and Pokemon Coke, Baba Waba, that's great. Do you think does this meet your bar with all of that in mind? Like knowing that Pokemon lends itself a little bit to the imagination, like
Yeah.
do you think that
No.
this starts to like actually meet it? Because what it feels like to me is like it's kind of like an ever like the goalpost keeps on getting moved. They've had such a bad reputation with graphics before that like is our standards for how much they're supposed to improve now shifted, right? Like that's kind of the argument that I would like to make. What do you think, Jake?
I mean, I would say that they're looking like we're getting more towards the Breath of the Wild almost with this one. Like it's still obviously it's still not as good as something that I would see, you know, like from a AAA studio on PlayStation. Like, you know, but then again, I don't know. I mean, my biggest takeaway from that was that the water looked a lot better than it has in past games, but that the land looked pretty much the same. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't really tell too much of an improvement there. It looks like a lot of the budget went into water and the water physics because of how much this, you know, obviously
Yeah,
one of
here's
the
a
games
here's a
is
shot of the grass here.
Pokemon waves, right? So like obviously water plays a big part in this one. And so
Yeah.
it looks like they focused a lot there, which is great. But then it feels like what is it? Next year is going to be, you know, Pokemon Desert or something, and then they focus more on the land. I don't know. You know, like
okay, so let's go into a little bit of what the leaks say that we can expect from this, so I can get. Well, actually, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go pull up the Pokemon site right now. .com is that where we're gonna go? Okay, yeah, that is. Paldean reject all. Are you really not gonna tell us about? Right, what it is. Let's see. News. Pokemon Presents. Just telling us it's there. All they have right now is the maybe under video games and apps. Let's see. Nothing. Let's check their Twitter. Let's check Twitter. Well, actually, let's check Twitter's reactions real quick. Because that's a good base for it. Gen 10 starters. Yeah, here's our Gen 10 starters. Jake, what are your thoughts on the Gen 10 starters here? What do you think about these bad boys?
I had them pulled up too over here, just looking at them. I think, obviously the dog fire guy in the middle is adorable.
Yeah, he steals the show.
Yeah, Pom Pom or whatever I think his name was. I agree with you on it's a little. It's interesting because the water frog guy I feel like has been in so many games.
Yeah.
That's Sobble. That's Sobble 2.0. Why do we have another Sobble? Why did we Sobble again?
Yeah.
And so I'm not like really sold on that. I think that's a little like okay, but then I need to see his evolutions, right?
It's
like,
gonna be a gay lizard. Look at those lashes.
No, I hope
Another gay lizard.
I
And
want
so
a fat round boy.
You always want a fat round boy. You love the fat round boys.
Because I'm right.
There's somebody that's already Gekakwa posting.
the bird grass types kind of cute too, but then I'm I don't know. I've never been a huge grass type guy myself, and so I like them. I think they're decent starters. I think Pokemon's running into the issue of maybe they've released too many Pokemon over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're at year 30, and like you said, there's 1,000 different Pokemon, and it's like, yeah, but buddy, some of those are just like car keys. And so like
hey, Klefki's great, okay? A prankster fairy steel type, okay, is fantastic. So it's got optimal usage there. So
the other day I caught a flamingo in Pokemon Go, and its name is literally Flamingo. It's pretty much
Flamingo.
Yeah,
like amigo,
Flamingo.
Flamingo.
And I'm like, come on, gang.
Yeah,
like
it's
what are
pretty
we?
bad.
And so, but no, I think they're just running into that issue of that, like IP wise, man, they've created so many Pokemon over the years that it's like, what all combinations can we do? But then also like, that's just me kind of like giving them a little bit of grace though, I think, because I do think they could have made more creative starters. Is there a game where you don't start with a like your besides yellow, right? Where you got an electric type, your core 3 just being grass, water, fire? Like
There's like the Let's Go where you pick Pikachu really it. I will. Pokemon
'Cause
is
I
also,
mean-
like, they've stated in their internal documents from the leaks that like one of the issues that they do have is that because so many people have fan made Pokemons, like the Fakemons online, they literally can't release anything that look like them.
Because they're afraid that fans are gonna have that they can lose the copyright to it because the fans will
Yeah.
say they had it first.
That's why we.
I
Won't
get that.
That's why.
What
we'll
I guess
never
what
get
I was
another
getting at is
evolution.
it would have been cool to see, I don't know, like starters being maybe a ghost or a psychic, or like we've had some core types in the game since red, blue, green, yellow, like that just have never been a starter. And I get it, it's part of the formula, but like it would be cool one day to see a starter that's like, I don't know, not just your run of the mill water, grass, or fire. But then that's just a side note. You know what I mean? Like that's
We
not
got-
a knock on this
we
one.
got some feelings in chat here. Oh, I can count the polygons on that rock on one hand. Okay, so the graphics haven't won over everybody. That's for sure. Don't say a word
Yeah.
against Gekakwa. Okay, so we see like okay, that's but I think that's a perfect example of the kind of fan that we're talking about here, right? Like it's like okay, I will defend Gekakwa with my life. But like the graphical standards that are shown here still don't meet up to what it's looking for. So
Well, I think they meet up. They're better for a Pokemon game. I
Yeah.
think that's where it gets sad is that we have to put that caveat in there of
Mhm.
like, no, it is a step forward for a Pokemon game, right? And so like you always have to kind of caveat it with for a Pokemon game because
Yeah.
like if I'm comparing the graphics to this to like other AAA titles that are going to come out for 60, 70 bucks, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not there.
Yeah.
Like it's not even close for a lot of AAA titles, right? Like, and so for $1 billion titles, you know what I mean?
right.
But for Pokemon, it's an improvement.
Yeah. And to your point about games that didn't go with the traditional starter types, like if you look at Legends Arceus, that escaped the norm and also was the most innovative game that they've done in a long time. Like
And
the
I
open world
told
on that
God,
map
don't even
was
need new
way
starters.
better. Yeah, the open world on that map was way better. I love that it went into
Yep.
the lore of Pokemon instead of just like a repeat of every like kid on a journey to become a master. Like that really explored the world behind Pokemon in a way that was really fun. I wish that they would do more of that.
And I told Dodd, I think not long ago, I told you about this, that like I initially shit on that game heavy because of the graphics. We talked a lot about it on Geek Life back in the day.
Yeah.
But then when I look back at it, that's one of the most fun Pokemon games I've played in probably the last 10, 15, whatever years, right? Like it was mechanically one of the more fun games I've played in general, not just for a Pokemon game. It was just a fun game to play, right? I put a lot of hours into Arceus, more than I have in,
Yeah.
like I said, I bought the newest one, whatever it is, ZA or whatever the fuck, one of the letter ones,
So
Yeah.
disappointing.
and played like 20, 30 minutes and was like, okay, I'm bored.
Oh, so I will say about ZA. I will say this about ZA, Jake. The beginning is a slog.
The beginning is
And it's one of my biggest
hard.
complaints about the game is the
I also don't care for the French. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah. Well, I as a French myself, I definitely I care a little bit. I love my revolutionaries, but I definitely want to hear your thoughts on the story. Once you get to like outside of the tutorial, and you'll know when you're outside of the tutorial, the game becomes a lot
Yeah.
funner. I will give it that. Like the best part of the game is after the tutorial, probably till the Royale itself is fun. The Royale itself is fun to complete. I don't think the DLC is good for ZA, and
A
it's been
small-
hard to go back to because it's just
A small
repetitive,
thing they
redundant,
could-
and grindy. But
a small thing they could add for players who have, I don't know, maybe played a Pokemon game before is a skip button.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the first half of that game is
Skip.
so like, let me hold your hand, and I get it because like they're making these games for a large audience. I don't think we give them enough grace sometimes on the fact that Pokemon is making games for 5-year-olds to, fucking there's probably some old folks. I mean, I'm 35 and still play Pokemon, right? And so we're talking at least 5 to 35, and so like that age range is huge to try to please. You don't really have a core demographic, but they're always going to lean towards kids more than adults.
Yeah.
That's just one thing we've got to come to the hard realization of with the Pokemon company is
Yeah.
that everything they make is going to lean more towards the young audience. They want to capture the children, right?
I think they do
And
need to
so-
recognize though that their generation. I mean, they do recognize it because they sell us a nostalgia bait all the time. That the game has
They
become
do,
multi-generational.
I'm
and
just
we should-
saying
there
that
should
like
be an
that
experience.
last game, it's such a slog in the beginning, and so much of it is
Yeah.
like things that if I could skip, I would. I would just be like, stop talking to me so I can get to the meat of this game.
Right.
Stop like forcing me down this single aisle of this one section of the city.
Yeah.
Like it's just one of those where like a lot of games, especially will give you the option to even just skip a tutorial, right? But Pokemon never lets you do that. And every time I boot up a new Pokemon game, the first hour and a half of it, I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude! I'm 35 years old. I know what I'm doing. But that's just one of my like little like knocks on the latest game. But overall, like I said, I do think this is a step in the right direction graphically. I'm not mad at the starters. I think that, they're your classic Pokemon starters. There's just nothing surprising there on those.
Hold on, guys. Here's one thing I'm worried about. Okay, so remember when we talked about? I'm looking at the trailer one more time on here on Twitter. But one of the things I noticed in this announcement is learn more about the main characters and Special Pikachu in this announcement trailer. The leaks also reference a seed Pokemon that changes as you grow and changes as you develop throughout the thing. If they make that fucking seed Pokemon Pikachu, and we're just dressing up Pikachu for all of our improvements of it,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna be
God,
so
no.
fucking mad if we have to have put Pikachu in our fucking party and it changes different fucking outfits based on what we do.
yes,
that would
'cause it showed
definitely be a major L for this fucking game.
It showed them like in the cute little clothes in the beginning. I get what you're saying. I could see that. I could see it being fucking Pikachu, and I could see it being like everyone can dress their Pikachu in unique, fun ways. And it's just like, oh, that would be so fucking lame.
I think that's what it is.
I think you're too, and I don't like that.
That is going to be a major L for this. If we only have 5 people on our team because we have to save space for funky dressed up Pikachu, that will be.
I don't know if they'll cap it like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll do that. That would be worst case scenario, right? But then I definitely think you're onto something because they literally start the trailer with cute dressed Pikachus. We get Pikachu like kind of like running next to you, things like that. But then we see the 3 starters, and so it makes you think like, okay, Pikachu's obviously their big IP. They just want to have him involved, But then now that you're saying that, I'm thinking. Because we did get the leak about the seed, and the leaks have been 100% right
100%
so far.
on. Down to
And
the
so,
name.
And so for the leaks to be right on everything, and I'm thinking that seed Pokemon is in there, and I think it's just going to be dress up your Pikachu however you choose, and that's fucking lame. That is so lame.
Yeah.
Because the idea, like I think in your video, and I think we even talked about it a little bit, the idea of a seed Pokemon that can change and like, the procedural generated parts of the map and things like that, that's hype. I do enjoy that idea of that, like I could have a Pokemon that's different than any Pokemon you have on your team, Dodd,
Yeah.
But then if that's not the case and it's just, look at my Pikachu's hat, I'm gonna
throw out an option though that I think would be really cute and I think would actually make a lot of sense for Pokemon. What if the seed Pokemon is Pikachu as your riding Pokemon, and when you want to fly, it's like Balloon Pikachu, and when you need to swim and surf, it's like the surfing Pikachu. Like think about
That's
the
Let's
old
Go.
games. Well, they don't do that the same way, do they?
They did it the exact same way.
Well, damn.
Flying Eevee, surfing Eevee, and all that stuff.
Oh,
is
they do.
with flying Pikachu.
they do that and go, yeah.
Yeah, making it the HM
Or Let's
slave.
Go.
I think that's it. But so what is rumored to be the case is that all Pokemon are rideable because there's a scooter system that attaches a leash to your scooter
the
and
little
makes them all
scooter.
rideable. That's something we didn't see.
That was messed up.
Another thing that we didn't see is the legendaries, which I think is like they're going to be teasing trailers throughout the year. I mean, this is going to be something that we, for us good old clip farmers out here, for us good old hardworking content creators out here, just making the world a better place with all of our clips that we're putting out into the world. It's gonna be a great, good harvesting for those clips because they're gonna drip feed us out all those things we can give our general reactions to.
Pokemon season.
Do what?
I said it'll be a good Pokemon season.
It'll be a good Pokemon season, that's for sure.
Actually, I didn't southern that enough. It'll be a good Pokemon.
Yeah, it could be a good Pokemon season.
Pokemon season.
Good time for the Pokemons out there. But I think that so one of the big things that we do know from the leaks is the about kind of a little idea of what the legendary Pokemon are based off of. Now the region was supposedly originally first thought of being in Greece, but they moved it to Indonesia, which means that the legendaries are kind of influenced a bit more by Greek gods, particularly Poseidon, I believe, and
Okay.
as the
Well,
waves god, and then
that'll get me.
Zeus as the storm god kind of thing. And
Oh, Ditto that just looks like Zeus.
yeah, a Ditto that just looks like Zeus.
Really, really buff, oily Ditto.
And supposedly, what the thing is that like there's an island where they're at, and basically the only a trainer that trains the right Pokemon the right way can visit that island. So it's really all about how you train your Pokemon. And in this case, to be able to like kind of meet the legendary. I don't know if that's going to be the main goal, or if you're still going to have gyms in some facet or another. But you know, that's kind of like one of the things that we didn't see.
Pokemon.
Yeah, it could
No,
be like the totem Pokemon from.
I've
Sun
got
and Moon.
I've got the presents kind of like rundown pulled up right now, and like just reading it over, it's like, I mean, it's a lot of news, but then like some of them are just like nothing burgers in a way. Like
Yeah.
on Pokemon Go for the 30th anniversary, and for one of their, I would say one of their biggest hits, right? Pokemon Go was a massive hit. The update for the 30th anniversary is a huge range of Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go so far will return.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, okay, cool. So the same, like, that literally just says to me, reading it, it just says, you know how we've had a lot of Pokemon in the game? Well, guess what? We're going to keep having a lot of Pokemon in the game. And it's like, okay, cool. Thank you for nothing.
Yeah. Remember
You
the
know, like,
Pokemon?
I hope you're hungry.
Remember the
for
false sense
nothing.
of scarcity that we created in our own game around certain Pokemon? All right. Well, we're unleashing it back. Look at us. We're so nice.
Whoever
It's just kind
seeded
of,
the original Pokemon in Austin did such a good job. For a while, you could only get like a Magnemite seed at the electrical facility. You had to go visit the power center in order to get your Magnemite, and that I remember was so cool. It like really interacted
No,
with
that's
the world.
yes, or that you could only get like and obviously you can still only get certain ones from big kind of like events and everything,
Yeah.
like a Mewtwo or anything like that. But then like I was kind of pissed off when I fly 12 hours to Japan and the only difference is a Farfetch.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of fucking lame, you know?
Yep.
And so
You got to go to Europe for a Mr. Mime.
I do have.
yeah, and then you got to go to Europe for Mr. Mime. Like there's just certain, I get that there's, but they should lock more Pokemon out. Do you know what I mean? Like there
Yeah.
should be more regional to that. But yeah, I mean, reading over it, like Fire Red and Leaf Green versions are available today. I know that was a big one that a lot of people are excited about. ZA, all we got was Mega Garchomp is going to be there. Pokemon Sleep, new missions begin tonight. You know, like, I don't know. It just looking over the full announcement of everything, besides the new gen and a few looks at everything, I just thought they would go a little bigger for the 30th. 30 is a pretty big year, but I mean maybe 35. We'll see.
Okay. So hold on. We have hope. We have hope that Pikachu is not the seed Pokemon here. Okay. I've got a tweet from Nintendo. Nintendo of America reposted this. These Pikachu will support brand new appearances and will debut in Pokemon Wind and Waves. Just how could these Pikachu be involved in your adventure? Okay. The Waves version is the bikini version. The Wind version is the
dad. It's the mom and the dad.
what is? Oh my God! Does he have a little pierced tail? Look at his little. He's got a little koi thing on his tail. That's kind of fun. I'm gonna call that one. What's the doctor's name in Jurassic Park?
Oh, damn.
I know I did Jurassic Park Doctor. He's gonna be
His name is
Jurassic Park. The Jurassic Park
Dino
Pikachu,
Doctor.
Dino Doctor, right?
I see it.
Yeah,
Welcome
like he's
to
definitely got
Jurassic
those
Park.
vibes, kind of thing.
He's definitely got like a necklace or like a bracelet or piercing or something around his tail.
He's got Puka Beats or Puka shells.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, he's rocking a Puka shell necklace.
Yeah. Okay, the hype got me.
Wait,
All the
I
le-
have to make the joke. I have to make the joke.
Mhm.
We got Puka Shell Pikachu before we got GTA 6.
Oh my God. We got Puka Shell Pikachu before GTA 6, guys.
That's funny because Nelly, literally, I'm on the video right now. On the top, one of the top comments is, "We got Dive back before GTA 6."
Yeah, definitely we'll be doing a giveaway for everybody watching. We will be doing a giveaway here. Logos and leaks got images first before the tender Pokemon. So here's some of the stuff from the leaks that we're going to see here, right? Like rideable Pokemon. Look at Mamoswine with the snow all over it, right? Like that looks really cool. Look at these like jungle Avengers being able to ride on Luxray with all of this stuff like in the background. Like these look really cool. I mean, this okay, we can't take this as the graphical looks for it because this is obviously unfinished, unpolished.
Yeah.
Right?
City,
But that's like a city, and like you're on the corner of it, right? So I imagine that we're gonna be able to fly. So one of the things that I'm kind of copium hopeful for is that right now we're seeing it all from like kind of like the water perspective and things like that. But I think the winds part of it could come into play where we could see some Breath of the Wild style. Like, what if we had areas above us that were part of the region?
That would be
It would also make
Like-
sense since you have a flying type, a starter that potentially has a flying type.
Here's the
thing.
kingdom. Yeah.
'Cause the
Maybe
map
they built
is
up.
kinda small.
Which, I'm reading this one comment. It says, "Fun fact: Generation 10 is the first generation with a 5-year wait for its release, breaking the streak of a new generation coming out every 3 years." And so they are taking a little bit more time with this one. And so I didn't realize that we got a new Pokemon game every 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I was
as far
trying
as
to
like-
get to. It was overdue.
30 years
To
of
to be
10th
fair,
anniversary.
I think it's only been 4 years since the release. So because it's been.
But this is not coming out until 27, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not coming out till 27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the big news out of that.
Oh,
First
I didn't
release.
realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, did I miss that completely?
You did. Yeah.
Wow. Hold on.
2027. Yeah.
Releasing in 2027. Jeez.
Yeah.
So we're
Yep,
not
that's-
even getting that this year.
They're taking their time. To Jake's earlier point about 5 years, I would much rather them take their time. We're getting champions this year though, and that I
Yeah.
think is going to be the big nostalgia bait because it's going to have all the Pokemon.
Okay, well, at least that gives me some time to explore other games. Starting like next week, by the way, for everybody watching on YouTube, we're going to be diving a lot into One Piece. So definitely One Piece fans, you're going to be eating because we got the season 2 coming up. But yeah, so
Maybe the real Pokemon Day was the friends we made all along. along
Right.
the way.
right, the real Pokemon Day was the friends we
So
made
I'm
along
looking
the way.
through the comments. Someone's they're saying Gen 10 is not running on Switch 1, which
Yeah, that didn't look like it is.
No.
I don't think it. I don't think it will. I don't think people realize that the Switch 1 was made of duct tape and hope.
Yeah.
yeah.
And so, like, that thing is not going to run this game. And if
That
it
thing
does,
launched before fucking Trump's presidency, first presidency.
That's
man, that was a different
crazy.
time. We were different people.
Yeah,
The
we
different
were,
people.
Let's go into the polls.
Yeah, we thought we could vote our way out.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Like remember how young and innocent we were then?
The
But
another top comment. Why did this video just end?
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They didn't even come on and like explain anything.
No, dude, they thought that was a mic drop moment, and they were like, just ended after that. Like,
You know
Yeah.
what it was? It was him shoving it in our face because we wanted it so hard we leaked it. He was like, "Here you go, it's yours.
Yeah,
Congrats."
I guess they didn't want to confirm all of the leaks in one trailer.
Yeah.
They should have just confirmed everything that was out there. I think here's the thing I want to say about the leaks though too. The fact that the leaks being right isn't like, I don't think it should be like, oh well, you know, it sucks for us because we got spoiled on it. What it sucks for is the fact that Game Freak has such bad security that they get hacked all the time. The Terra leak was
Yeah.
a terabyte of data.
That was crazy.
yeah, it's
terabyte
crazy. Yeah.
Of data. It's insane how much data they got from it, and it's insane that like if you're not gonna at least put money into your games, you should at least put money into your security for your tech security, because like the amount of
Yeah.
information that we got about this game prior to its release. I mean, I made a whole ass video about it. And everything about it was right. I don't need to, I thought I was
You'd
gonna have to go
be-
back through and edit some of the stuff out of it. I don't think I'll have to at all.
Yeah. So like if
You'd
it's
be
crazy,
surprised,
too, if you
dude.
Think about like, so when I went to Licensing Expo, they have a single booth that's downstairs. It's huge, but it's like all the way like closed off, like ceiling to floor. And if you think about being in a convention center, like putting walls all the way up, it's through like all closed doors. There's no windows. Like you have to sign an NDA to go in. And that's not even the actual place where they put the new stuff. If you want to then go see like the super cool stuff, You then have to sign a different contract and walk into another area of the building, into like a closed door. You have to like put your phone, even to get into the downstairs, you like put it into a lockbox. Like they don't allow you to wear smartwatches. Like they'll check if you have smart glasses on. Like that's how serious they take their IP in terms of like what they're selling.
No, you'd be surprised though, like as somebody who's literally worked at tech companies that focus on cybersecurity, it could literally be just one dude in marketing who gets an email from, you know, somebody else in the company that's not really somebody else in the company, right?
The
And
phishing
like,
scams are real.
yeah, you've been in tech, Nelly, so you've probably had to do the phishing fucking like training and
Oh my
shit.
God, yeah.
And so, like, you would be surprised at the people that fail those. I would talk to our head of cybersecurity, and he'd be like, "Yeah, about a quarter of the team clicked the link I sent them today, and that was a test." Right?
I'll also say I'm overly cautious to a point where it was a problem. So,
Well, no, I
when
think
my food
our
company
generation is. I think
got-
like if you grew up in those days of like don't trust the internet, then you're like that's not real,
I
right?
know.
But you'd be surprised at the boomers and even the Gen Z kids that are just like, "Oh, I got an email from the finance guy. I need to click this link."
Yeah, I have to
And they
buy
don't even check the
$7
email.
$250 gift cards right now on iTunes. No, I got actually like fussed at by the IT people because I was overdoing it, because when my food company got bought by a tech company and we had done all those trainings on like what to look out for in a phishing scam, and it was like a false sense of urgency, saying
Yes.
weird names, like bad grammar, like
Yeah.
all of that is true of the very large tech company who would send just regular emails. So they'd be like, here's news. And they'd be like, hey.
Exactly. The CEO not using
Zonian.
punctuation at all.
Yeah. And it would just be like bad grammar. And it would be
Yeah.
like, click this now, urgent news. And I was like, oh, phishing scam. That's just how they send their emails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying, like, you know, you can have the top cybersecurity in the world and it can just be some jabroni that does not understand a phishing email that gets hit. And then boom, you've got a terabyte leak on your hands, you know, like, and so we've got to remember that there's still people involved. And so like, that's one of the things I will say, Dodd, I think one of my 3 things just became leaks and trailers are ruining surprises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dude, between just we already have leaks. I mean, trailers have gotten bad enough when it comes to spoilers, right? But then you pair it with leaks and how the internet just latches onto those bad boys and you get them in front of your face on everything.
And
Like-
every Funko Pop.
Now I'm a little disappointed I even watched your video because then
Don't say that. No.
I'm just kidding.
But before you say how disappointed you are you watched my video, let's do we want to do a little plug for 3 things here as we wrap up to kind of do it. I want to hear your pitch for it, since I've pitched it to you so many times. You know, kind of let's tease a little bit about what we have in store for the future.
What? The 3 Things podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's 3 people, 3 things. We go through them and we debate, and then and that's about all I got.
That's it. Yeah, that's all you need. That's all
That's
you
about
need
all
for
it is. Like 3 people, 3 things.
Yeah. Coming
And
soon.
so-
Whatever those 3 things are going to be is going to be dependent upon what we are feeling that day and what we are feeling like we need to talk about and what the world needs to know.
Yeah.
But you know, definitely an interesting Pokemon Presents. Turning back to things. Any final thoughts? I'm gonna let Nelly go first, but let's go through any final thoughts before we sign off here.
I think final thoughts for me, I stayed pretty far away from most of the leaks, and so I think I'm getting more excitement out of the Jin Chin trailer, maybe than most people who were really invested in it. I do think that if we're not going to get any major game releases outside of the Pokopia that we already knew was coming next week, they should have given us a Champions release date. Like, at minimum, we got news about the like upcoming World Tournament, and we know that Champions is going to be a part of that, so why didn't we get a date? I am so excited to see what Build-A-Bear collab they end up doing with these special Wind and Waves Pikachus. That's exactly where I think this is going. I think there's going to be a giant Build-A-Bear drop, and that's what this is about.
The thing I was going to say about the Pikachus, they could just be version exclusives, and they could just be like trying to show off what the version exclusives are going to be, or at least the first version exclusives that they're going to be. It's not unlike them to release a different kind of Pikachu. John Hammond is the right one. That's right, Graveyard. You're right 100%. Also, if you're looking for an orange Pokemon with really bad hair and small hands, I would check out Gumshoe, and then I would also look out Gumshoe's ear. Because that's a really interesting one. There's a little interesting story about that being that it came out in 2016. Anywho, Jake, what are your final thoughts on the presents today?
Final thoughts on presents today. I'm, as a Pokemon Go guy, a little disappointed we didn't get more there for the 30th. I think the leaks being 100% right is pretty... I don't want to say disappointing. It's just also like, fuck, man. Like, crazy that literally all of this was kind of called. But overall, I mean, I am excited for Gen 10. I do think the graphics have taken a better step. I think that the graphics have taken a step in the right direction. I just hope that we get closer to Arceus kind of play. You know what I mean? I hope that they've heard the fans on that, like, the current systems isn't as great as that system was. And so I hope we kind of get back to that a little bit, right, in this gameplay wise. But overall, I mean, I think it was a decent presents. It just didn't feel like a 30th to me. Didn't feel big enough. I kind of thought there would be a little more. Like, I think that some of the things they were just like kind of grasping for substance. Like I said, the Go announcement was just, there's a lot of Pokemon in the game. And I'm like, thanks, Coors Light. You keep beer cold.
Yeah.
All beer is cold. You put it in the
Right.
fridge and it gets cold. Like, that's not marketing. And so that would be my only like real takeaway or beef with it. But overall, like, I mean, fun announcement. Really, like, looking through the comments, it's crazy like how big of an impact Pokemon's had on people. And I you know, like, I don't think I think about that enough. But like, this is a game I've been playing since, I mean, what, it's 30 years now. I'm 35. And so like, you know, like, I've been playing this game since I was 5-6 years old. And so it's crazy to think that like it's just been around that long and that it's still producing you know, semi-quality games. I'm stoked for Potokia or whatever the fuck it is.
Pokopia, yeah.
Pokopia.
Yeah,
like,
let's talk about maybe doing some streams next week with that that we could probably look into. Obviously, I'm interested in anything with a post-apocalyptic world. Major disappointment in not getting much information on Champions. I already kind of, everything I saw on Champions today is stuff that I was already hyped for. I've already thought about, like, when I'm sitting at like a place, you know, waiting on a food truck or something like that. Like, man, it would be really nice to have Pokemon Champions on my phone to where I could be able to do exactly what we're seeing here. And also making just like Pokemon battling just more accessible in general. I mean, a lot of video game stores. Ooh, bless you, girl. A lot of video game stores don't want to do VGC stuff because they think it takes a lot of setup. But now that we can tell them, like, hey, doing a VGC thing, all it does is like just a bunch of people sitting at a desk with their phones for people to come together. That makes it super accessible.
Yeah, just screen
okay,
share.
So April
to
2026. Later this year.
Oh, the mobile is later, and then April is the. Oh, okay. Damn.
Let's see. We did miss this. Okay. So never mind. We did get some kind of release date for Champions.
That's like right around the corner then.
Right.
But that's just the Switch
So let's see right here. New Switch version will be scheduled for release in April 2026.
Okay, and then.
So yeah, 2 months away. Mobile version scheduled for release later this year. Okay, so the Switch version, that's fine. I mean, I will definitely be streaming Pokemon Champions on the Switch once it first comes out.
You know what this makes me wonder though, in terms of worlds and champions? So when Pokemon Go first started coming to the competitive arena at tournaments hosted by Pokemon, they would be sponsored by a phone company, and that phone was the one that you had to log into with your Pokemon Go account. Like, that's how you competed. And I'm curious what this means for the difference between having to buy a Switch Lite, a Switch 2 versus bringing a phone in for the champions. Like, if you're going into a tournament and you're going to play that game, what does this do to their relationship with Nintendo in that way?
Yeah. Like, is it a, you know, kind of like an Apple thing or Samsung, or like, do you have to have a specific type of phone to compete if it's mobile?
Right.
Interesting.
I wonder how this
I didn't
breaks
know
that.
Yeah. I think that ZA has been kind of a disappointment. The fact that like we didn't really get more of the DLC other than just a one form, I think is still a result of them being like kind of lazy. And you know, Pokopia looks like seems where they're putting all their money right now. It does look fun. It does look like something we can enjoy.
It does feel like
but
ZA is
I
already
should look
being
for the Sun
sunset in
games.
a way.
Do what?
It does feel like ZA is already being sunset in a way.
Yeah.
That like they're like we're moving on to Patokia. I'll never be able to pronounce that fucking name.
Yeah.
We're moving on to that, and we're moving on to Gen 10.
I would
It's
love
like here's
to-
a little bit extra DLC for you guys. It's one more Pokemon. Go catch it if you want it. Otherwise, get ready for wind and waves. You know.
Yeah. In 2027. Jeez, man. That is okay, maybe they're giving it a little more time to cook, you know. That's one of the things that we've actually asked for in the video. So like I won't take away from my own point of what I was talking about in the video, which is that
That's why they
one of the
give you
biggest
Fire Red
problems
Green.
is they need more time, you know, to be able to produce those things and you know
On that budget, yeah, they need more time.
yeah, so you were right when you said the 5 years part of it now, because I was expecting it to come out this year, and I was like, well, Jake, you know, 4 years is the development pause that they took for in between, I believe, 2 and 3 was another time when they took it.
Yeah.
And actually, if you look at the pattern, it goes 3 4 3 4. So 4 would be the right amount. Now it's going to be the longest amount since the very first games. The very first games we took 6 years in development, and we saw what they did with Beast of Reincarnations, which has been in development for 6 years.
Yeah.
So we know that Game Freak is capable of doing more. We know they're capable of doing better.
Oh, and I think you already touched on this a lot, but then one other thing that I will say, you know, like is a disappointment is Fire Red and Leaf Green just being copy and paste, like just being ports. Like I wish we would have got like a fully remastered version of those games,
Right.
with like some, you know, quality of life updates. Because I do think that, but then I don't know if kids are going to be diving back into that. And like I said earlier, I think the Pokemon company's focused on, you know, the young demo. And so I think they just dropped this for us and for a little bit of a cash grab, you know. But
when you think about everything that's on their plate, I'm thinking about the last time they gave us sort of a remastered version while working on an actual gen main title. The main title we got ended up being really great, right? But the side game that we got that they gave to another production company because they were like, let's focus our efforts on the big title. The side game was trash. The BDSP.
Oh,
one,
okay. I thought you were talking about Arceus for a second.
No. Arceus was great, but
No.
BDSP was garbage because they were like, hey, let's put Game Freak to focus in on what they need to focus on to create that game, and then we'll put this side project over to like another company. It was so awful. Like, I would rather honestly have a direct port than get another BDSP.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get that. That's true too. I would rather them focus on Gen 10 than put a bunch of effort into remastering Fire Red. You know?
Right. Especially because they want to make that a quote unquote faithful remake. And so they put all the same stuff that they had in there besides, you know, like minor quality of life improvements.
But then
But-
what's $40 million to Pokemon?
Yeah.
All they, you know, throw 20 to Fire Red, 20 to Gen 10.
Yeah.
Especially with how many freaking plushes they're going to sell of the various Pikachus.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, half of the comments on this video are talking about that goddamn Pomeranian starter. So, like, they are about to sell
yeah.
so many plushes of that little guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pokemon's going to kill it.
And Brout, I mean, Brout's got a little attitude, right? So that's a good one to have there. But yeah, I think overall, kind of a mid Pokemon Presents for the 30th, to be honest. We got pretty
the
much
30th.
the updates we expected. We got most things we're getting a delay on. We did get an announcement on the release date for Champions, and knowing that that's coming around the corner is exciting. And the Pokopia updates look good too. But overall, I feel it's a pretty mid Pokemon Presents.
Go to the Pokemon Center.
I think for a normal Pokemon Presents, this would have been a banger. We would have been like, hell yeah. But then for the 30th, to me, it just doesn't feel like it just doesn't feel like a celebration of Pokemon in a weird way. I don't know why. I can't really put my finger on it. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting more for almost every one of these announcements.
Jake, have you seen this on the Pokemon Center? Look at these Nostalgia Bait.
It looks really good
What'd you send?
Look at
Is
these
it in-
Nostalgia Bait merch.
on the Pokemon Center.
Where am I looking?
Never mind. You guys, I forgot we're not sharing screens anymore.
Oh yeah.
Let me put my screen back on.
Yeah, the
There you
30th
go.
anniversary merch is kind of lame. It's just Pikachu's face with 3 and 0 as his cheeks. But
Oh,
yeah,
Like this, Jake. I feel like that's all you, bud.
yeah.
yeah, that is definitely. I will buy that T-shirt.
Yeah.
That'll get
Even
bought.
this one kind of I think could work for you too.
It looks kind of good. There's a whole opening scenes collection.
They're
That's
doing a
really
lot
nice,
with
yeah.
Nidorina and Gengar being like the classic ones.
Oh, the first
Jeez,
one.
look at this, Jake. That looks like you. That looks like you though.
The iced out
King.
Squirtle.
Yeah, look at the luxury ball. That's $80. Oh man,
That's cheaper than I thought.
that's cheaper than I thought it'd be
Well, they
too.
did a Swarovski
Oh, I
collection.
love the 30th, that green shirt down there. That's nice.
Yeah,
That's cute.
yeah.
It's very simple, but then like, yeah, the 30th merch isn't too bad. God,
Yeah.
this company loves capitalism.
It really does. Look at this.
It does
Fifth
such a good
largest
job with
fifth largest licensor in the world. These jackets are fire though.
This
The
is what I
Gyarados
point
jacket.
to.
Jesus.
So Pokemon
I'll
was
hype up
showing
Japan
at,
sometimes, and
at
then
Paris
I've
Fashion
got
Week.
buddies that'll be like, "Yeah, we get it, Jake. You love socialism," and I'm like, "No, you don't understand. Japan's doing capitalism on
Yeah.
a whole nother level.
Yeah,
Like,
they're way more fun.
Yeah.
No,
it's like no, like I know you think they're socialist because they have healthcare and trains, but
Right.
dude, the capitalism over there is on a different level.
Yeah.
Like,
Different
they had
level.
a fashion show at like Paris Fashion Week. Like, come on, for their new like Pokemon Center clothing collection.
yeah.
That was crazy.
Oh, dude, Pokemon pools.
They know. Damn, the sweatshirt's really the crop sweat.
Bro, that guy's if that was a real person in his home, that dude's got a problem.
What do you mean?
That was way too much Pokemon stuff. Like,
What?
Way too much.
Yeah, no one would do that in real life.
All right.
yes.
Well, I think that we will wrap it up there. Thank you, Jake, so much for joining us and chatting with us
Yeah.
afterwards. Really enjoyed this one. I think this is a good one for us to revisit, especially after our years of debating on Pokemon games, and kind of seeing where it is now. And thank you, Nelly, for also joining us too.
This was fun for me.
Yeah.
I loved
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Nice little Friday morning stream. Now I
Yeah.
got to make a pancake.
Now you got to make a pancake.
Yeah,
I
you
hope it's
gotta
the
make
perfect one.
A pancake every day until it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yesterday's was pretty close, but I don't want to stop and just be like, that was perfect. Goodbye, guys.
Yeah.
No, it can always be better.
Friends,
Exactly.
both on Twitch and on YouTube. Be sure to check out Jake Gonzo. It's Gonzo No on YouTube and Gonzo Gone Live on Twitch, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's correct. And then Nelly, you want to plug yourself?
I'm Woe Nelly and Littlest Nelly pretty much everywhere. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. And you can also find me on TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, all of the places. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. And thank you, Graveyard, Baba Waba, Olige, everybody. Yeah, catch you later, Graveyard. Thank you so much for tuning in, hanging out with us. And yeah,
Thank you,
be tuned for more
Graveyard.
streams. First stream in the new place.
Yeah.
So hopefully plenty more to come. And new videos coming. We're gonna be talking about One Piece next week, and probably
Hell
a lot
yeah.
of Pokemon.
We're gonna play a lot of Pokopia.
We're gonna play a lot of
will be playing
Pokopia. So if that sounds like something you may be interested in, definitely go check it out.
Me and Nelly are just going to live in that shit.
It's gonna destroy me emotionally. I think.
If you
do
need
know
us,
how
you'll
many
find
hours
us
I put
in
into Animal
Potopia.
Crossing? No, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Peace, Dotson stream.
Peace.
Bye.
Are you gonna keep on streaming, Jake?
No, I'm going to close mine out here in just a sec.
All right, cool. All right. Catch you later.
Later, brother.
Peace.
I'm gonna still be on the dog cam. Nope, I'm good.
No.
Sweet.
Do. I think we still got the mic on. Bop bop.